Have you ever met someone who carries an energy so calm, so steady, that they draw people in without saying a word? They don't demand attention. They don't chase approval. Yet there's something about them that makes others respect, admire, and want to be around them. This is silent attractiveness, the kind of presence that commands without force, that influences without effort. It's not about being loud or flashy. It's about mastering a set of habits that make you effortlessly magnetic. Today, we're diving deep into 11 habits that make you silently attractive, not just socially, but in every area of life. These habits, inspired by Stoic wisdom, are timeless principles that cultivate quiet confidence, emotional depth, and the kind of presence that lingers long after you leave the room. By the end of this episode, you'll realize that true attractiveness isn't something you chase. It's something you cultivate from within. It's about how you carry yourself, how you treat others, and most importantly, how aligned you are with your best self. Let's begin. 1. Embrace your authentic independence. There's an undeniable power in someone who doesn't rely on external validation to feel whole. A person who stands firm in their beliefs, follows their own path, and is comfortable being alone when necessary. Independence doesn't mean closing yourself off from others. It means living on your own terms, driven by your own values, not the expectations of society. It's the quiet assurance of knowing who you are and what you stand for. When you are truly independent, you don't seek attention. It finds you. You don't announce your confidence. It shows in the way you carry yourself. And that presence, that's what draws people in. But let's be honest. Independence isn't easy. It requires making tough decisions, trusting yourself even when no one else does, and being okay with walking alone sometimes. But when you cultivate this kind of self-sufficiency, you become magnetic. Not because you're trying to be, but because your energy says, I know who I am, and I don't need validation to feel complete. Ask yourself, am I making choices based on my values? Or am I being driven by what others expect of me? The more aligned you become with your own path, the stronger your silent presence grows. 2. Master the art of silent elegance. Sometimes the most powerful statement is made without words. Silent elegance is about how you move, how you interact, and the energy you bring into a room. It's about grace, composure, and quiet confidence. Think of someone who walks into a space with an air of calm assurance. They don't have to be loud, yet people notice them. This is the essence of silent elegance, a combination of body language, thoughtful actions, and an unshakable presence. It starts with posture, standing tall, moving with intention, making eye contact without arrogance. It extends to manners, treating people with quiet respect, listening attentively, and knowing when to speak and when to let silence do the work. The Stoics believe that calmness is strength. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The nearer a man comes to a calm mind, the closer he is to strength." True elegance lies in that calm, when you are deliberate in your words, measured in your actions, and composed in every situation. To cultivate silent elegance, start small. Slow down. Be mindful of how you carry yourself. Pay attention to how you interact. Over time, your presence will speak louder than anything you could ever say. 3. Cultivate cultural wisdom. There is something profoundly attractive about a person who is deeply aware of the world beyond their own experience. Someone who listens more than they speak, who values different perspectives, and who carries themselves with quiet understanding. Cultural wisdom isn't just about knowing facts or speaking multiple languages. It's about having an open mind, being genuinely curious about people, their stories, and the world around you. When you develop this level of awareness, people feel seen and understood in your presence. Conversations become richer, interactions feel more meaningful, and over time, you develop a quiet intelligence that draws people in effortlessly. The Stoics emphasize seeing the world beyond the surface. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Look beneath the surface. Let not the outward appearances mislead you." To develop cultural wisdom, read widely, engage with people from different backgrounds, and most importantly, listen without judgment. 4. The power of presence. In a world full of distractions, being fully present is rare, and that's what makes it powerful. Have you ever spoken to someone who made you feel like you were the only person in the room? They weren't checking their phone. They weren't thinking about their next response. They were fully there. That level of attention is magnetic. The Stoics believed in confining yourself to the present moment, not being trapped in the past or lost in the future. True presence makes people feel valued, respected, and truly heard. To cultivate this, start by practicing mindfulness. Put away distractions. When you're in a conversation, listen, really listen. When you focus on the now, you develop a quiet strength that makes others feel safe in your presence. 5. The subtle strength of self-care. There's a quiet power in someone who truly takes care of themselves, not out of vanity, but out of self-respect. Self-care isn't just about looking good. It's about maintaining balance in your body, mind, and emotions. It's about eating well, exercising, managing stress, and prioritizing your well-being. Not to impress others, but because you value yourself. When you cultivate self-care as a non-negotiable habit, you radiate an effortless confidence. People notice those who are calm, composed, and full of energy, not because they're trying to be noticed, but because they've built a life that feels good from the inside out. 6. The ability to stay calm under pressure. One of the most quietly attractive qualities in a person is their ability to stay calm, no matter the situation. In moments of stress, most people panic, react impulsively, or let emotions take over. But the one who remains steady, that person stands out. Composure is a rare trait. It signals strength, control, and confidence. When others are overwhelmed, they will naturally gravitate toward the one who stays calm. Why? Because calmness provides clarity. The Stoics believed that emotional discipline was key to living a good life. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." No matter the chaos around you, your response is within your control. To cultivate this, practice pausing before reacting. Take a deep breath. Train yourself to step back and assess situations logically instead of emotionally. Over time, you'll notice that people start looking to you as the steady force in their lives. 7. The power of selective speech. Some people talk endlessly, trying to impress others with their knowledge, achievements, or opinions. But those who speak only when necessary, those who choose their words carefully, hold a quiet power that is hard to ignore. Silence, when used effectively, is more powerful than words. It creates intrigue. It makes people listen when you finally do speak. The Stoics believed in this principle deeply. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we can listen twice as much as we speak." If you want to cultivate silent attractiveness, avoid unnecessary words. Speak when you have something meaningful to say. And when you do speak, make sure your words carry weight. 8. Mastery of body language. Communication isn't just verbal. The way you move, the way you hold yourself, the way you make eye contact, all of this speaks louder than words. A person who walks with confidence, stands tall, and moves with intention naturally commands attention. On the other hand, fidgeting, slouching, or avoiding eye contact signals uncertainty. Pay attention to your posture, gestures, and facial expressions. Be aware of how you enter a room. Do you exude confidence, or do you shrink into the background? The more control you have over your body language, the more quietly attractive you become. 9. The strength of not seeking validation. People who constantly seek approval from others tend to repel the very validation they crave. On the other hand, those who are secure in themselves without needing external reassurance naturally draw others in. The Stoics believed that true freedom comes from within. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, it is not the thing itself that troubles you, but your judgment of it." To embody this, stop seeking permission to be yourself. Own your choices. Make decisions that align with your values, not what you think will earn you praise. The less you chase validation, the more effortlessly magnetic you become. 10. A sense of mystery. There's something undeniably attractive about a person who doesn't reveal everything at once. The more people have to wonder about you, the more intrigued they become. This doesn't mean being secretive. It means not oversharing. Keep parts of yourself for those who have truly earned the right to know them. Leave room for curiosity. A sense of mystery isn't about playing games. It's about allowing others to discover you gradually, rather than handing over everything about yourself too soon. 11. Having a purpose greater than yourself. The most attractive people are those who are driven by something bigger than themselves. Whether it's a passion, a mission, or a personal goal, having purpose gives you depth, direction, and an energy that people can feel. When you're focused on something meaningful, you become more than just another person. You become someone with a story, someone with drive, someone who stands for something. The Stoics believed deeply in living with purpose. Seneca wrote, "If a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable." Purpose gives your life meaning, and meaning makes you truly magnetic. If you don't have a strong sense of purpose yet, start small. What excites you? What impact do you want to leave? The more you pursue meaningful goals, the more naturally attractive you become. Silent attractiveness isn't about being the loudest person in the room. It's about embodying habits that project strength, confidence, and wisdom without the need for external validation. When you cultivate independence, silent elegance, cultural wisdom, presence, self-care, composure, selective speech, confident body language, inner security, mystery, and purpose, you don't have to chase attention. It comes naturally. So as you move forward, ask yourself, which of these habits can I begin to embody today? Remember, silent attraction isn't something you create overnight. It's a way of being, a quiet transformation that happens over time. And once you master it, you'll see how powerful it can be, not just in how others see you, but in how you see yourself. Because in the end, true confidence doesn't make noise. It simply exists.